located on the property. Please remain calm and exit the building using the nearest exit. Do not exit the building.
Good morning, I guess. Oh, there go those guys. Starting to think this wasn't a drill. We're gonna flash forward just straight up here. It's 8 o'clock at home. I am working on some homework because I didn't quite finish it at school. I had a very long to-do list that mostly involved homework, but I couldn't finish it, so I have to finish it here. By the way, I never got like a message about that fire alarm that we heard earlier. I don't know if I even talked about what it was. So I was in class, and about 20-30 minutes into class, a fire alarm goes off. Which, by the way, I've been going to the school for a very long time, and I have never heard that alarm before. So that was the first time for me to experience that. Yeah, so I thought, you know, usually whenever there's some sort of emergency, they always like send like a text. They didn't send a text for that, which is weird. Anyway, let's finish up this homework for the rest of the night. Finish up the homework, and then we can start getting other stuff done. The homework's just about done, but I wanted to talk a little bit about this. See, my grandmother actually sent me like a care package. She does this every couple months, where she'll just send a box of things that she thinks would be interesting and nice for me to have. Like this time she sent me some pants that they look like they'll fit. They're a 30-30, which is around my size. She sent me a bunch of shirts that I don't think will fit because they're mostly mediums and I'm very small. A hat, and then some deodorant, some body spray, and then funnily enough, she actually sent me some D3 vitamins, which is funny because I actually just went and bought those exact same vitamins myself. So I guess I could have saved some money. She also put some stuff that didn't belong to me into this box. All of this belongs to my mom. This is my brother's. And then she gave my mom some mint. That's what's in here. And then she gave her some biscuits. And these are like hot sauces that are like wrapped up and stuff. So, thanks, Nana. I'm very appreciative that you sent me all this good stuff. I just wanted to document that. But we do have one more package to open. So let me give you a little bit of context before we actually like talk about what's in the box. So this is my M4 Mac Mini. We're all familiar with it. Let me make that a little brighter. And I, as you can tell by the desk, have a lot of things plugged into it. See, I have my Focusrite, which is plugged into the Mac Mini. Obviously, I have, usually these two drives are plugged into the Mac Mini. I have these peripherals, my keyboard and my mouse, plugged into the Mac Mini. If I'm recording something or trying to sequence something, I have this, my TD3, plugged into the Mac Mini. I have a lot of things plugged into the Mac Mini, including these synths over here sometimes. I have a lot of things plugged into the Mac Mini. And now the issue with that is that the Mac Mini only has so many ports. This is the base one, so I wonder if I can kind of show it. I have 3 USB-Cs in the back, HDMI, Ethernet, power. That's it. And honestly, that's not enough. I do need more than that because of the amount of things I have plugged in. And they're only USB-C, and a lot of these things are USB Type A. Like, these are USB Type A. I kind of got lucky that this came with the Type C connector. This is Type B in the back, and the only other Type B, I can get a Type B to Type C connector, but I only have B to A. So, like, my solution to that was having one of these. This is a USB hub, and it's a Type C in the back, connects right into the back of the Mini. And then it has a bunch of A's, and then you can kind of see it. That's an SD card slot, and I think there's some more back here. Like it's a whole thing. It's been very helpful for me, but as you can see, it's bulky. It hangs off the back, which I really don't like that. It puts a lot of unnecessary strain on the computer and also on the cable and the port and all that stuff. I really don't like that. And I wanted a more elegant solution. The reason I have that one is because actually when my MacBook Pro was my main computer, I would have the MacBook Pro basically sitting here, or maybe where the Mac Mini was off to the side, and then that would sit on the desk, so it didn't hang. But ever since I switched to the Mac Mini, I continue to use that hub, and it just had to hang, you know, because obviously the ports are on the side here, so it didn't have to do that. So what was my solution to that? I got this. This is the CalDigit TS3 Plus. This is a computer hub that is significantly better than this random no-name Amazon branded one that I got however many years ago. And I've been wanting something like this for a long time, but I never actually got it because I never really needed it. Like, that one worked fine enough and it did what it had to do. But I think now that I'm upgrading my setup, it was time to invest into something like this. Now, the TS3 is not the newest model. The newest model is the TS5, but those right now I believe are MSRPing for like $500, something crazy like that, or maybe $400. And I did not want to spend that, and I don't have the budget for that, and I don't think I had the need for all that capability. Even the TS4, which is the version before that one, still retails for almost $300, and I didn't have the budget or the need for all of that either. If I had the budget, I probably would have gotten that one just to future-proof myself a little more, but I didn't. But I don't, so I didn't. So then we end up with the TS3. So inside we have some feet here. I guess these are just to keep it in place. A power cable, because this is actually a powered hub. And then a C to C cable there. Oh. I guess this is the rest of the adapter. And then... Oh. It's very small. This is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's so nice. It's so quaint. And it looks brand new too, which is great. I picked this up on Amazon for like $200. It was... And I got this during the tax-free time in Florida, so and because it's a computer part, I didn't pay taxes on it. Yeah, so this should have all the ports that I would need to plug in all of my stuff in a very safe, reliable, consistent way, and then some. And it also has an SD card reader. This is really important to me because I don't know if you know this, I vlog every day. I've been filming myself every day for the past year, and I transfer a lot of footage, and whenever I plug an SD card into the one that's over there, sometimes it disconnects, sometimes it doesn't read, sometimes I have to restart the whole computer to get it to read. But I feel better knowing that a reputable brand and a more reliable product will probably have a better card reader in it. So I'm excited to try this out and to really experiment with it. Alright, let's hook it up. Something I find really funny is that the charger, like the breakup power adapter, is bigger than the actual unit itself. Like, it's really funny. There it is, all plugged up. I don't have anything plugged in the back of it yet, but there's my silver box collection. This thing is like a dark, it's like a darkish gray, but it reflects silver, so that can be part of the silver box collection too. But there they all are. I did test the SD card reader, and I'm happy that it's spring-loaded because a spring-loaded SD card reader is really nice. Obviously, I can't give a full review of the CalDigit TS3 Plus because I haven't used it yet. But I'm gonna take it through its paces, and I'll update with maybe it'll get its own dedicated vlog, or maybe it'll get its own dedicated like video, depending on how I feel about it, and we can go from there. But I'm pretty happy with the concept of it for right now. It is another thing I need to plug in, and it is getting kind of gnarly down there, because like, look at that. Yeesh. I'm considering getting one of those boxes where you just kind of dump all of this into the box and you can close the lid and it's just the wires coming out. It makes things look a little less like that. But anyway, that's an issue for another day. So for now, I'm just gonna end the vlog here. And by the way, in case you're curious, I did in fact see MJ today. We went to Culver's. It's been a long time since we went to Culver's, but we lived next to a Culver's, but we were in the area of another Culver's because she had a doctor's appointment. And we were like, oh, let's just go to Culver's. So we went to Culver's. I like Culver's. Anyway, for realsies, I will just let y'all go now. So, thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. Good night. Well, actually, tomorrow's going to be pretty exciting. It's the Apple event tomorrow. I'm excited.